About the turtle that you saved.
We all be in the time. Yes.
I'm interviewing him on tape.
Oh, are you?
Yeah, all right, go ahead. It doesn't matter. Go ahead. Yeah, I am. Tell about the turtle in the alley.
Okay. When I had a little sand turtle, and I love that little turtle. I used to keep it in a little aquarium, but I would get tired of just swimming in the aquarium all the time. There was a real little sand turtle with a long tail and the little ridges on his back and his little long claw and little mouth and all that. I used to feed it worms. And I put worms in there and it would swim all the time. So I used to take it out for like walks, get it out and give it some air. So I took it out and I put it out in the alley behind my house. And there was like where the alley had worn apart. There was like a big hole, like all the concrete had been crushed out. It used to fill with rainwater. And so I put the turtle in that, and he loved it. He'd swim around and climb out and go back in there. And then I went back in the yard, and I came back. As I walked out, as I started walking right through the alley, I saw this car flying up the alley as fast as it go, and it had its wheel right in the middle rut where the water was all the way up. It was splashing. You could hear it splashing. And I ran in front of the car. No! This car stopped. And I reached down in the puddle and pulled the turtle out. Then I went to lay on. Go ahead.
How old were you then?
10.
10?
Mm.
All right, how about older? Like around 12 or something?
12?
Like 8th grade, 7th grade?
Yeah. I remember. Oh, I remember one time Steve Bernard and I. No, I'm not going to tell him.
Yeah, tell. Come on.
That's when we got in that fight with this guy.
What?
One time Steve Bernard and I were walking up the alley and this kid threw a rock and hit my dog. And I had a dog named Hal. Great big white dog I found. Real vicious dog, so I called him Hal as a joke. And this kid threw a rock and hit him, so we chased after this kid to beat him up. We ran back in the woods and it was a trick. They had the 5 Sullivan brothers back there waiting for us, plus this other fellow. And it was 7 people. And then they jumped us. And they beat us up. And one guy held me. This one guy kept hitting me in the face. My nose was bleeding, my mouth was bleeding. This other guy was trying to hold Steve, but he broke away. And then you ever see when they teach you how to hit the solar plexus and knock all the air out? Steve hit this guy and go, oh, and all his air went out. He fell over, and then another guy grabbed Steve in the neck. Steve threw him and hit him. Steve was fighting like 5 guys all by himself. And finally they got him down. They beat him with a log and everything. And then they walked away. We were laying on the ground, so beat up we couldn't move. And we crawled all the way home. We were too beat up to work. And we got home. My mother worked, so she was there home. We got the hose out. And he laid on the lawn, and I squirted him all over with the hose to wash the blood off. And then he squirted me with the hose. And when it's real cold like that, it hurts when your nose and everything hurts like that. And we were laying there on the lawn, beat up. And Steve said to me, he goes, John, I said, what? He goes, what do you want to do tomorrow? I thought that was a good friend.
God. What kind of person you think you were then?
Was I then?
Yeah, like describe what kind of, how were you?
I like to read a lot. I love to read. I love the hawks and I like the nature. And I always want to go hunting.
You want to go hunting?
Then I always want to go hunting. I never did. And I always wanted a 22. And then my father bought me one. We went out twice and shoot. I liked it. I didn't do anymore. I liked it. I thought it was fun. We shot in the river. These bubbles would come up and you shoot a 22 and one of these huge bubble would come up. That was neat. But I never went hunting. I thought that was fun. I was always interested in it. No, I had a sister.
You had?
Yeah, I do have.
What's her name?
Carol.
Carol.
She was 3 years older, but she worked and stuff, and I never really saw her. She was always away. She was never home much. She worked, and she went to high school. She had a lot of friends.
What was high school like for you?
Well, after going to that middle school where I saw a teacher get beat up by one of the students in the classroom, and fights all the time and stuff like that.
What was it? Tell us. You remember that teacher you had that hated you and always talked real quiet so you couldn't hear? You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, that was the math teacher. Yeah, she put you in a class according to your ability. So she put the best kids right up front, closest to her. And then the dumber you were, the farther in the back you got. So in other words, the best kids were getting all the instruction, the other kids weren't. So you got worse and worse and worse, and the better kids got better and better.
And how did she talk?
And she used to, I can do it, shut up. She'd sit there and she'd go, And in the back of the class, I all sound like. And you ask her a question, you go, could you repeat that? She go. And I used to sit in the back of the class, and these kids used to bring in these dirty decks of cards. They called them French decks, and they were all real dirty. And they go, look at this, look at this. You ever see that? No, that was good. Oh, yeah, I know all about it. I don't know what I was looking at, but I knew it was bad stuff. But I'd always acted like I knew everything. And this lady, and since you give tests, we didn't even know they were going to be test scheduled. We never knew what was going on.
They used to crack me up when you would go do that in class. I died laughing when the first time.
What?
When you were doing that with that teacher.
Yeah.
And what else? Something about you were getting chased to the school. Oh, I don't remember what it was, but you got beat up a lot at school, didn't you?
No. I beat up a couple times. One time it was 6 guys.
How old were you when you were at that camp with Chester?
12.
Yeah, 12.
11 or 12, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not doing Chester now.
That's too long. But I remember some of it. I can
Chester.
walk like Chester.
My name is Chester. And I'm here to serve you. How y'all?
You never found out what happened?
No. Only, what I told you is what I know. And then what? And then I went to the Calvert Hall. But I went up to Calvert Hall and I begged them to let me in. They go, well, we have 700 applicants for 300 positions. We can't really take it. And I went, please, you must. He goes, no, I'm sorry. Then I went back again and begged him the third time. I went back. I was crying. You got to let me. I can't go back to school again. I'm going to be killed. He goes, well, I'll think about it. And then they took me in there. And so for 4 years, I studied everything.
Did you have what grades like?
Good grades, not pretty good grades, but there are a lot of smart guys in there. I was in advanced English and stuff, so it was pretty hard.
Did you go to prom?
Went to a junior prom, senior prom.
Who'd you go with?
Kathy Kasich,
Both
senior
times?
prom, and Anna Johnson to the junior prom. Nice looking ladies. That was nice. I liked it. Well, high school was fun. I went to a lot of parties and devoted. They were pretty nice affairs. I had an MGA 61 MGA black with red leather interior, wire wheels.
Convertible? Must be nice.
Watch out!
You can just picture yourself driving in the mountains, you know.
I really used to do my tapes, like having to write it all down. Excellent sound.
I liked it.
Would you report your phone, please, Bernice?
Bernice.
And I liked it. And then I went to college. That was pretty good. The first 2 years I didn't like college because it was kind of all these required courses that weren't any good. But then junior and senior were some of the best years of my life. And then I taught a year, and I taught another year, and then I came here to Hebron. I've been here ever since.
Well, then you went. How were you when you were out west and?
Well, I went to when?
When you were all.
Well, I was teaching here when all that happened. 71, 72. Well,
All that with Ambrose and the Indians and all
that
that.
was when I was here. Yeah.
But that was when you were in.
This is great. This is the greatest. God, Homer, this is the greatest. God, this is all he's saying. Waka taka hey, waka taka hey, waka taka. Oh, this is great. This is great.
God, there was one. Remember that story you told me?
Well, I'm not gonna do all those stories.
No, but you remember that one. Something about this one time when you were hitchhiking and the guys in the
I'm not doing those stories.
But you remember the guy and they had the knife and they said that.
Oh yeah, so put the lime in the coconut and shake it all around. Put the lime in the coconut, and the guy goes, "I never used this white knife with no white guy."
Yeah, that's what I remember. You
And
were.
I kept thinking that knife was going to come through the steep. I'd be paralyzed for life, but I talked to him pretty fast and talked him out of killing
You're
him.
saying, "Oh, it's nice
Because I
car."
knew they'd have to get a substitute at Hebron next year. And, you know, I'd have to clean out all my files and everything. And I'd never be able to do that, so I had to talk him out of killing him. All right, well, that's it. That's all I'm doing there.
Is it all?
Yeah, that's
Come
it. That's
on.
enough. You don't have any specific questions? No, let's hear a little of that. See if it turns out.
It did.
Your hair falls out?
What did your hair fall out?
Well, every day. I don't know. You just slow down. You don't. I don't know. You get tired sooner.
Well,
Well, that's it. I just don't like these questions. I don't like these. I like those other ones.
Well, and do another story. You didn't do anything when you were like older.
That's all those Indian stories. You've heard them all.
Yeah, but
Well, I'm not doing them now. I'm doing them. No, you know all those stories.
I met a lot of them, but I don't know all of them.
Nothing happened since then.
Nothing at all. Why did you get married?
I don't know.
You don't know? Just
Mm-mm.
never did. Never thought you would.
Just, I don't know. Maybe I didn't think about it.
You never thought about getting married? Huh? Never?
Sure, I thought about it, but I just never did.
Did you want to?
One time I did. I don't know. I don't want to do these questions. Turn it off.
Just push stop.
Ladies and gentlemen, please let me have your attention. We're going to bring our first now for your listening entertainment, Mr. Mayo. Let's give it a round. Let's bring him out here now, Mr. Mayo. Lover, there will be another one to hover over you beneath the sun. Today, when you see me fly away without you, nestled on the things you love.
That's it.